into another edition of the 2025 MLB Draft Spotlight Show. I'm here with, for me, SP1, the Southpaw out of Springfield, Illinois, Mr. Cameron Appenzeller. Cam, what's up, dude?
What's up? How's it going?
Life is
Excited.
good. Yeah, life is good. Life is good. Excited to have you on the show, man. You've left a big impression on me and scouts all along the way this summer. But let's jump into Cameron Appenzeller, man. Let's talk about who you are on the mound, the way you like to attack hitters, and a little bit about you off the mound, off the field. Like, what do you like to do with your spare time?
Yeah, so on the field, I like to attack hitters. I like throwing inside. I feel like usually a lot of people like to stay away, but like on righties, I like throwing an inside fastball and then throwing curveballs at their feet. And lefties, I like throwing a lot of like more sliders, slurves, so like moves more sideways to them and like started at their shoulder or head, have a breakdown. I also like high and inside fastballs to lefties. I mean, just like keeping the arm slot, kind of making them scared of the ball, but just really, that's what I do. And off the field, basically spend all my time golfing and playing baseball and hanging out with my friends and girlfriend. It's really it. But yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about the golf thing a little bit. You and I were talking before the show started. I played high
Mhm.
school golf. I played high school baseball. Trying to balance the two, especially from a hitting perspective, is nearly impossible. When did you get into golf and kind of how much does it mean to you? Like, talk to me a little bit about your golf game.
Yeah, I've always been a golfer. My dad was a golfer. He played golf and baseball in college. And I started when I was like three, probably. But I played from like three till I was like 10. And then after that, I kind of gave it up for a little bit just to like focus on summer baseball and just making sure I'm hitting well and all that. And I picked it back up once I moved. Actually, I moved out here onto a golf course.
That'll
Uh,
do it.
yeah, for my freshman year of high school. That's when I started back up again. And since then, I've been playing a lot, and it's been really fun.
You got a handicap?
Yeah, right now I'm like a plus two
A
around there.
plus two?
Yeah, like plus two, plus three, somewhere around there.
Okay, so we're talking about a legit college golfer type of thing too here, aren't we?
Yeah, I wish. Haven't had really anybody reach out about golf.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that changes. All
Yeah.
right. So Cam, let's talk about your game on the mound, okay? Because you were brought to my attention about a year ago, and you
Mhm.
were this 6'4", 6'5" lefty, 86 to 88. And
Mhm.
you watch you throw, and it's like this kid's gonna throw cheese. Like this is gonna transform into something crazy. And I'm just curious because now, I mean, now you're 90, 91, touching 94. Like when did it explode for you? Like when did you take that jump?
The first time I noticed it was at the Battle for the Arch game, a PBR event in the
Hmm.
fall. It's actually right after golf regionals. I went straight from the regionals to the event, and that was the first time I was like, I'm actually like throwing hard, and it looks a little bit better. My stuff's a little bit grosser, and after that, that's what that video kind of got me noticed and kind of
Hmm.
got my exposure and got me out there. And after that, kind of just took off. And after I started working with MPL, Maximized Pitching Lab, in Brett, the place I
Okay.
train, that's really when my velo started to take off, and just I started to really like know how to pitch, like learn how to pitch.
Sure. I mean, being a cold weather guy up in Illinois, you're gonna have a little bit longer winter than most of the kids around the country. I'm just curious if you have any specific goals this winter in terms of weight gain or velo gain, or like where do you want to be in April?
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's my plan, is just to see how much weight I can put on and just be in the gym all winter. Wow, I don't know if I'm playing basketball yet this year. That'll be
Mhm.
a kind of a game time decision, but just trying to put on as much weight as possible and getting stronger, because that's kind of what I need to do.
Okay. Any
Hmm.
specific goals in terms of the pitch mix or like I said, velocity gains, or are you just kind of trying to refine things piece by piece?
Yeah, I've been thinking about putting a cutter, like a cutter, into my mix and working on the like slurve, sweeper type things, getting it harder, better, just getting my velo up a little more, and then perfecting the changeup too.
Okay.
That's a good, a big pitch to have, I think.
Is there a pitch that is your favorite to throw? Just something that feels right?
Definitely the slurve like sweeper thing. I just yeah. If I could throw it every pitch, I would, but catch on.
What's let's talk about your side bullpen sessions a little bit. Like I said, we've seen you up to 94. I'm
Yeah.
curious in training, have you reached back and touched anything higher than that, or is 94 in game still your peak?
I actually hit like it was like 95.8 or something at the perfect game All American.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Like
All right.
95
So,
there.
okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about data then, because for a guy that has 4 or 5 pitches,
Hmm.
I'm curious if you'd like to get into the weeds. I mean, you're in pitching development, you're in a pitching lab. Are you a TrackMan guy? Are you looking at shapes?
I honestly I don't know if I've ever looked at like shapes and stats of my pitches. I kind of just go with what feels right and what people tell me, and then basically if it gets batters out, then it's good, and if it doesn't, then work on it.
I dig it. Okay. 6'5" lefty is a unique trait. I'm curious if there's a guy at the big league level that you've looked at over the last handful of years and said, I see a little bit of myself in that guy.
There's two people that I've looked at, Chris Sale and Clayton Kershaw. Those are my two guys that I really like have watched. And I feel like I'm more of a Chris Sale build, not really like a Clayton Kershaw type of guy. So kind of trying to model myself after him.
Okay. Okay. Here's the interesting thing about Cameron Appenzeller. If you're listening, if you're watching this, at the time we're recording this, my man is uncommitted. Now, I'm not
Mm.
obviously going to ask you a question about where you're going to go. That'd be unfair and totally unfair. But I'm curious, like with how your game has exploded over the
Mhm.
last, call it 6, 9, 12 months. What's recruitment been like for you? Like, has your phone been on fire?
I've had a lot of coaches reach out, follow more during the summer, like right when people started finding out. Like, I think most people found out like after USA trials and like, yeah, like right around then is when my phone started to really blow up. But I've kind of always had like the three, like right after I decommitted, I had my three, and it was Tennessee, Mississippi State, and South Carolina, and I've just been
Hmm.
talking since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Man, that's interesting. It's very rare that you see a kid as talented as yourself uncommitted at this time. But I gotta
Mhm.
ask, I mean, you're gonna be going on some visits here in the next couple of months. You looking forward to kind of checking that out?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm taking all my visits like right after golf season gets done, and so I'll be like gets over like mid October, so I'll start them after that. But I can't wait to get down and see all those campuses. It'll be fun.
I dig it, man. So what sort
Yeah.
of goals do you have for yourself for the spring? I mean, are you looking to accomplish anything specific on the mound, on the golf course? Like, what are you trying to do here in the next 12 months?
Really, in the next year, I haven't set really too many goals for the baseball season, but kind of just like Illinois Gatorade Player of the Year, like all those things, like just basically building off what I did last year. I had a pretty good spring season and was all state, trying to do that again. Uh, PBR Illinois Player of the Year, that type of stuff. But really just getting better and throwing harder and working on my craft is basically it.
Good answer, man.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll kind of leave you with this. This will be the last serious question, then we'll hit you with a couple questions out of left field.
Hmm.
Every player runs into adversity at
Yeah.
some point in their careers, and I'm curious at this stage in yours, have you run into any adversity yet, or are you still waiting for the day where it's like I got to grind through this?
I've faced a little bit of adversity when I was like younger, freshman, sophomore year. Like freshman year, I think I didn't play JV, I didn't play varsity any of that. I was just on the freshman team for like all of my sports, basketball, baseball. I was just like I felt like I was kind of overlooked. Felt like I could have
Hmm.
done good and helped the team out, but it was still fun. I had fun with my freshman squad. We did good, but really just not being a varsity player. And once I finally got like the opportunity, that's when I started to shine and started to really showcase my talents.
Did a
But
go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, no, you're good. I was done.
I was just gonna say, did a growth spurt have anything to do with that? Like, when did you blow up?
Nah, I just kind of steadily grown. Like I started off high school like 6 foot and just inch and a half, 2 inches every year.
Okay.
That's really it. Yeah.
All right, man. I hit you with a couple questions, get you out of here, out of left field here. Cam Appenzeller. Let's say you play for 20 more years. So you play until you're 38 years old, right? Long ways out. If you had to pick a walkout song that you couldn't change for the next 20 years,
Mm.
what are you comfortable rocking?
Honestly, I saw Jace pull out his phone, so I'm gonna have to do that too.
Okay.
Look at my playlist. I don't have any off the top of my head. I'm a big rap guy. I'm a rap
Okay.
guy.
Okay. It's got to be timeless though.
I know. That's why I'm looking at every playlist I got. I actually added My Girl to my playlist after I watched
See, Jace is changing lives.
he is.
He is one
Come on.
song at a time.
He's putting people on.
That's right.
All right. Safe 2 by V's. I think I'd have to go with that. I have to listen. It's my go-to fall winter song.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna give him a little bit of we're gonna give V's a little bit of notoriety.
Hmm.
Um, talk to me a little bit about USA. Talk to me about some of these All-American games. All those guys that you've met. Who's the one guy you're not gonna let him date your sister?
It was fun, but I loved all those events. It was probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing baseball. Out of all the guys, though, it's kind of tough. I'm gonna have to throw my Illinois boy under the bus. Probably Jaden Fauske. He's
Throwing Bowski at him, huh?
yeah. I don't know if I'd let him date my daughter.
Okay. All right. Really quick sidebar. How
Mhm.
much how much pleasure and pride do you take in being a cold weather guy? Because man, Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, Pennsylvania, like these states have been pumping out crazy talent over the last, we'll call it 6 or 7 years now. And it's really kind of a nuance to the game. I mean, how much pride do you take in that?
We face a lot of adversity up here with the cold weather and but I think it makes us work a little harder and
Yeah,
just being able to take adversity better. Just like pitching in cold weather's tough, hitting's tough in cold weather. Just like it's just a little bit harder than it is in the warm weather states. So that could help us out.
I hear you. Last question, man. Everyone that you have hung out with, gotten to know, become friends with, who's got the worst appetite out of all of them? Who's Mr. Chicken Nugget on the showcase circuit?
Mr. Chicken Nugget. Trying to remember. There was somebody at PG All American that just didn't I never saw him eat. Like he just would never come out. Might have it might have been another Illinois guy. Might have been Jack Bauer, I think. I think he might
Jack
be
Bauer, huh?
yeah, Jack Bauer or oh Cooper Rummel. He couldn't eat anything because he was gluten free. That might be he's from Texas. He might be
That's
one
going
of
to be tricky. That's going
yeah,
to be tricky.
yeah.
All right.
So
Hey, man.
Jack Bauer, Cooper Rummel, one of the two.
Okay. I dig it. I dig it. Cam Appenzeller, man. Hey, by the way, for everyone listening, for everyone watching, do you want to go by Cam? Do you want to go by Cameron? What are we doing here?
It used to be Cameron, but Cam's kind of grown on me over the past year, and I feel like a lot of people started using it, so I just stuck with it. I think I've been going by Cam, so that's
Running with it.
yeah,
It's the pride of Springfield, Illinois, man. Let's see what you can do over the next 6 months, man. Let's see if you can bulk up and
ready to get to
tickle
work.
some tickle some 95s, 96s, and good luck on your college decision.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you very
All
much for
right.
having me. It was fun.
Be good, brother.
Yep, I'll see you.